Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am the Gacha Grump and I have been ill the last few days. Today I know that I wanted to do a discussion about 2.4, which I'm very much enjoying, but today I want to talk about my biggest gripes with my favourite Gacha game. And that is going to be, with Wuthering Waves, it is going to be the ecosystem. Specifically, the amount of supplies we have for the ecosystem. The only reason I say this is I've spent the last several hours, 5-6 hours, farming through the 4 costs and then 1 cost because Cartithia wants to run 4-4-1-1-1. The issue is you're farming once. I've been using the food. I have buffed myself with food to try and make this echo farming that little bit more bearable. I will show you here. I think it's under this. Yes, you can make 2. You can make the sweet and sour pork, which gives you 50%, lasting 30 minutes, and you can make another one. It is the it's one of them. I don't remember, but it is 20% rather than 50%. And I want to talk about today the general frustration that I have with this system, because looking just here at Cartithia, we are keep in mind the hours of farming that I've done, and keep in mind that these 1 costs that you're about to see, they weren't HP drops. No, I had to use the modifiers to swap them. I like the modifiers, but I'm now recognizing them as a bandage issue to a much bigger problem. So on this one, we're not looking too bad. I got a crit rate fleur-de-lis, again, farming hours. But the issue is the 3 stats I got it, while wonderful, are all lower tiers. This could be 10%, this could be 17.4%, and this could be 9.3%. But I've got them all below average. That is, the average I believe is 7.5, 15, and 8, or maybe 9. 10 might be the average, to be fair. I'm not too sure on that one. So let's just have a look at this. I'm looking at HP 90.1%, that's pretty standard. So I had to modify these because I was not getting any drops, but I can show you what I was getting drops off. I was getting, of course, when the character doesn't require attack percent, defense percent, attack percent, defense percent. That's one of the HP ones I changed to. Defense percent, attack percent, defense percent, attack percent, attack percent, attack percent. HP, that's one that I changed over. Defense percent, defense percent. Do you see the running theme? When I need HP, I don't know this, I can't confirm it, but just from the sheer amount of farming I've done till these are extinct for the day, that you literally don't get the thing anymore, is that I literally got probably 10% of my drops as HP. The rest were scattered between attack percent and defense percent. Obviously these were specifically made for Cartithia, so it's very clear that if it is weighted, it's possible. I'm just saying I could have insanely bad luck, but I very rarely seem to have good luck, is the issue. And I get it's down to RNG again. He's a high on crit rate, low percent. But I'm dealing with what I can, and as you can see, my issue is that I've got to a point now where, like, I've spent that long farming, having to re-roll, get them to level 15, use the 3, check the 3 stats. If I don't like the 3 stats, put that into the next thing I get, or the next thing I modify. The issue is, look at the state of it. Not only my money, which isn't too bad at the minute, not my shells, but like, I'm so low on these, I can probably do another 10, roughly, with that. The issue is you're not getting enough of these supplies for the RNG that you need with this. And I do love Wuthering Waves, but this ecosystem has been an issue for a while. Modifiers have been a bandage thing to a bandage fix. I have liked the modifiers, they've helped me get good stats, but obviously now it's getting to a point where it's just getting silly. We need more ways to get Echo XP for free, or modifiers, or we need to figure out how this needs to be changed. Personally, in a lot of the ways that I see that we could change this is obviously farming. You could weight it more to, rather than the low percentile drop chance of an echo in the first place, increase the echo drop rates. make the echo drop rates higher, because at the minute they are so incredibly low. You clear through 3 packs and you don't see anything. That's why we're using the Bussin. I'll maybe getting 1 a pack, not necessarily the one that I wanted. It might have been one of the soldiers that I got, or one of the bigger fucking what do you call ones? One of these big motherfuckers, basically, or one of these. It could have been if I saw them. I was trying to run away from them after I'd cleared the mobs that I wanted. Blah blah blah. But yeah, it's just one of those where it's like we could increase the drop rate of the actual souls in the first place. What else could we do? We could make it so we get more access to XP. Give us a way to farm them indefinitely. I'm not saying like make it a plentiful farm, but I'm saying just give us an activity we can grind and grind to get XP from. That could be something, because at the minute you've got to decide to use your daily stamina. Are you going to use it for shell credits? Are you going to use it for upgrade pieces that you need to upgrade your characters? Are you going to use it on character XP, weapon XP, echo XP? There's just not enough energy in the day to be able to do it. There's not enough stamina system in the day to do it. Maybe we need to upgrade the stamina rate. I don't know. Like, will these things happen? I don't know. But Kuro is generally pretty good with listening to their fans, and it's just like from these, you think this belongs in 2 different echo type sets. I'm farming this, and I could get the what do you call it variant? I could get, say, which one? The Sierra Gale variant, which you can get, but I've got. Wait, there's a different variant. I'm pretty sure it's a Sierra Gale one, because I've got a lot of excess. I'm just going to check it just to make sure that I'm not going mad. But yeah, we need something to, like, I've got 17 of those, but I don't want to use all of them right now, because what if they slow down coming in? It's just one of those where you're like looking at it and it's like, it's, as a system, it's so very flawed. And don't get me wrong, it's better than Genshin's artifact system. I hated that system so much, especially since it were day locked, which was crazy. I'm not going to get into, this is why I don't cover Genshin, because I don't want to get into it. But it's the fact that I'm kind of stuck now in a position where it's like, don't get me wrong, I get that it's supposed to be overtime, but because of I've spent 7 hours and I've got nothing really out of it. I've got bare minimum. I've got the lower drop rate ones. I've got the weaker drops in regards to like the amounts, which is just passable right now. And don't get me wrong, it can be a thing that you're expected to do long term. I get that, but it's just one of those when it's like XP has been an issue, and it's something that's been an issue for a while, because you could check on Reddit, it's one of the bigger complaints, and I think the ecosystem as a whole, as interesting as it is, I think it needs a few tweaks, a bit better quality of life. I'd specifically focus on giving us more XP, more ways to get the XP, so you can actually upgrade them, so you can actually, farm these, because you can farm a limited amount of each one a day. You can farm, you're not even guaranteed to get that many souls. I think it's a working system, so it's like, I think the math on it at one point was like, it was between 1 and 6, so basically every one you got built up. 6 was 100%, 1 might have been, say, 10, and it builds up in between. I'm not sure exactly, but we need more ways to get Echo XP, and that is my biggest gripe. I think a way to get Echo XP that's not required through like our stamina usage would be insanely useful here, because it's just tiring, man. It's the grinding's fine. It's one of the reasons I actually pulled at Rosha, because Rosha makes it a lot easier. Obviously, she uses her resonance skill to pull everything in. You nuke it down, and then if it's something still alive on your next character, you've still got her tornado to use again. It's my biggest gripe with Wuthering Waves, I think, is the ecosystem. Not necessarily the ecosystem itself, but actually getting the Echo XP. There's just not enough of it for what it's asking of us for character-wise. It's the most mind-dulling thing it feels like to farm through, and I'm farming 1-cost enemies, and I'm getting attack percent, I'm getting defense percent. Every 9 of them, I'm getting 1 HP percent, and it's like, bro, I'm sat here trying to get HP percent. The one time I actually need HP percent and I can't get it. Cartothea scales on it. My Cartothea is nowhere near this. I have her weapon, but it's like she doesn't feel. She's kind of just mid tier at the minute. That needs to be up by about 15%. That needs to be up probably by about 10 to 30%. This probably needs to be up. Probably wants to be close to 50 to 60k, I imagine. It's a system that feels really bad, and it's one of my biggest things where it's like, obviously I made the video about the character interaction things, which I think is a big thing, but I would love to see the ecosystem get some love in regards to giving us more Echo XP and everything. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I could be wrong, maybe we don't all hate it. I don't hate it, I just really dislike it. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it. I am the Gacha Grump, and I am out. Take care, guys.